you do? I always worry about these shows. Someone watching these for the first time, and for the first 10 or 20 seconds, it's just me staring into the camera. Why is that? Well, when you're streaming on the software, I use OBS, it takes about 10 or 20 seconds for it to show up live on YouTube. So the first few seconds is usually me staring into space waiting for my image to appear. So I don't want to just talk to nobody. I want to make sure that you guys hear me. Anyways, enough of that. What's going on, Ken? Hello, Barb. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Plus One Daily. My name is John. Honored, grateful, thankful that you guys have decided to come and spend this glorious, glorious Monday afternoon with me. Tuesday, if you're around the planet. Or maybe you're watching this on a Monday morning. Maybe you're watching it on a Friday. Maybe a Sunday. Who knows? Whenever you're watching this, thank you for taking some time today to hang out and to learn a little bit more about personal growth, online marketing success, and some pitfalls to avoid on your journey. So on Friday was a really good talk. I had a blast. Talking about the 4 ways to be stubborn, and I thought it was a really good show, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But it was funny because I'll share with you guys a little tidbit, little nugget, not really a nugget, just life story. Friday we got hammered. I'm up in northern Canada, so Christmas, winter comes a little bit earlier for us up here. We got dumped on. A whole bunch of snow. It was quite the little snowstorm. And I was expecting a package to get here on Friday. Hello, Nick. Nick, you're going to love this. And I highly recommend this. Nick, you're going to love this. And it was supposed to be here on Friday, and it wasn't. And it got here today. And I'm really excited about it. You guys know that I read a lot of success magazines. And they had an offer out. And I jumped at it. It was the Jim Rohn Success Package, and it came today. And I got a little book here. I got a bunch of little books here. Little time management, guide to communication, best of success audio, the 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn, the Seasons of Life by Jim Rohn. The 5 Major Pieces to the Life Puzzle by Jim Rohn. I got a leadership journal by Jim Rohn. A treasury of quotes by Jim Rohn. And then this big, massive Leading an Inspired Life by Jim Rohn. This is a really sizable book. Anyways, it was a really good deal. And I grabbed it, and I was really, really excited. I thought I was going to get it on Friday, because that's what the shippers said. But it didn't get here till today because of the snowstorm. But anyways, that's my week. That's my week. I'm going to be digging deep into a whole bunch of Jim Rohn's. It's interesting, Jim Rohn in Canada, I don't know about down there, he's really, really respected and thought of as like, the father of personal development and one of the all-time biggest gurus in that field. But you don't see any of his books up here. You go to bookstores, you don't see any of his books. You got to get them online. So anyways, I was really excited about it. So I know that was 4 minutes of me talking about the books I'm going to read this week. Hey, John, how about some content? Listen, today I wanted to talk to you guys about something almost a little bit kind of what I just did there. It's about being vulnerable. He was Nick. He was Darren Hardy's mentor. Being vulnerable, and what do I mean by that? Let me. It's weird because if you read the definition of being of vulnerability, it says susceptible to physical and emotional attack or harm, helpless, defenseless. Why do you want to be vulnerable? That sounds ugly. Like, no, why do you want to be? You want to protect yourself. You don't want to be vulnerable. It's weird, but let's look into it, right? why does one want to be vulnerable in business? And I think this comes back to communicating and connecting with people. Your vulnerability makes you human. It makes you, it shows people that you can screw up. It shows people that you fail. It shows people that you're not perfect out of the gate. It shows people that even if you do screw up, you keep going. And a lot of that plays into connecting with other people. I talked about this last week, about one of those, the 48 Laws of Power, when it says, don't appear to be perfect. People don't want perfection. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, try your best and, be professional and the whole nine. But there's something to be said with showing your warts. Right? There's something to be said about showing the failures that you've gone through. Showing the oops, the ums and ahs. I talk about, when I first got on camera way back when. Again, it was pretty bad. It was really, really bad. But I was okay with showing that because I knew long term all this would contribute to my personal growth. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about all of these things will add to your personal growth. It will help you become a better business person, much more comfortable in your own skin. Because when you're okay with your warts, when you're okay with your failures, when you're okay with your screw-ups, everything else doesn't matter. And the everything else is the problem. The everything else is what hurts more people in this business than anything. Because what happens? When you start achieving success and you're out there, you're going to get people pointing fingers at you, right? There's going to be, you're going to get people that are saying, "Oh, look at what this guy's doing. Who is he to say anything? He's no better than me. Look at why is he talking on camera? Why is this person a success and I'm not?" You will get a lot of finger points. You will get a lot of people saying, "Oh, this isn't fair. This guy is this guy is that." You will get a lot of that when you're vulnerable. You'll also attract a whole lot of naysayers, and sometimes they're the closest to you. We talked about this with the 4 points of, being stubborn last week, where you want to stay away from the negativity and you want to get battle buddies. Sometimes the negativity are some of the closest people to you. I had family members when I got started trying to make money online telling me to give up and I was a failure. And when they saw that first check I got from Z Wallet, if anybody remembers the old school Z Wallet site, it was a $30 check. Myself, I was on cloud nine. But I had a whole bunch of people, the closest people to me, the naysayers, were telling me to give up, and I was a joke, and that was the only money I was ever going to make, and it took me so long to get that $30, and I'm a failure, and this, and this. I was vulnerable. I was showing my vulnerability because I was so proud of it. I was like, look at this. This is potential. This is awesome. This is great. This is going to be something I can work towards and work on and grow with. But the naysayers and the finger pointers will look at that and go, well, that's nothing. That's useless. That's useless stuff. What is that going to do for your business? Nothing. Give up. You will attract that. You will attract a whole lot of people that throw you under the bus. They will, they've never met you, they've never shaken your hand, but they feel that they can judge you. You will attract that. So why do we want that? I mean, that sounds right. It sounds ugly. Being vulnerable, John, that doesn't sound too good, man. I mean, you're talking about a lot of stuff that I can avoid by just staying back. Like, I don't want that. Why do I want people attacking me, calling me names? Why do I want people pointing the finger, saying that? Because if you're not sticking out, you're just part of the background. No one will notice you. No one will join you when you're looking for a sale or a referral or a team member. No one will follow you on Twitter or like your pages on Facebook because you're just being average. We need to be allergic to average. That's an Eric Thomas thing. He says that a lot. You need to be allergic to average. You want to run away from that. When you are not sticking out, you're part of the backdrop. You're white noise. You're in the background, right? No one will notice you. And in business, now I'm not saying you need to be flamboyant and out there and, lighting your hair on fire and stuff. I'm not saying that. But if you're doing, the 4 things that we talked about last week and what we talk about at Plus One all the time, you're growing all the time, people will want to be around that. Being vulnerable is part of that game plan. Showing people that you're a real human. I've said this for years and years and years. When you put people before profits, the profits will be there. That's why I do this each and every day. I'm not doing Plus One daily for the benefit of my health. I'm doing it to go in line with, again, what we talked about last week, my entire reason why. To empower more people, the experience of working from home, not just for the money, but for the ability to grow and enjoy the process. It's my reason why. And this stuff, it all adds up. Being vulnerable, you're putting people out there, you're showing people the relationships that you can have and that you're a real human and that you do screw up and you do mess up, but you're still there. People like that. I bet you there's a whole bunch of people that are sitting there grumpier than ever going, man, John has been at this for almost 20 years. This guy's got to fail soon. They're still waiting for me to fail. They're still waiting for you to fail. And this is how you fight that. You keep showing up. You show your warts. You're okay with failing because you're going to pick yourself up the next day. You read a whole bunch of Jim Rohn stuff because you know your competition won't. You do Plus One daily and all the stuff in that ebook because you know that your competition won't do this stuff. You do all these things and you're basically, this is what you're doing. You're waving to the haters, you're waving to the naysayers, and it hurts them. It drives them nuts. It drives them nuts. You want payback? The best payback is success. You don't need to throw anybody under the bus. You just keep showing up, keep plus oneing. You will get some amazing things in your life and in your business. Being vulnerable does not have to be scary. Again, the definition of it is susceptible to physical and emotional attack or harm. Again, that is some nasty stuff. No one should want that. But you're not like everyone else. You're wired a little differently, right? Remember we talk about this, the entrepreneur mindset? It's a little wired differently. We do all this stuff with the hopes of making money, with the best chances to make money. We show up, we go broke, we bust our butts each and every day for the chance to make a living. We're wired a little differently. We want to be vulnerable. We want to show people our warts. We want people to see that we're not perfect, but that we do take chances and we're out there and we show up each and every day and we care about people and we want people to succeed. We want to succeed. This is what being vulnerable is. You're being an open book and people appreciate it. Not necessarily everybody, because there's going to be the naysayers and the finger pointers, but you're not after those people. You're after the good people. You're after the people that show up to Plus One daily every day. That's who you're after. You're not after the negative Nancys. You're after the positive Pauls. I love these words I come up with. Anyways, listen. You guys are amazing. I hope you have a fantastic start to your week. I will be back on Wednesday for another show. Be good to each other. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, please. It is huge. It's okay to screw up on camera. It's okay to screw up on a blog post. It's okay to screw up writing an email. It's okay doing those things. It shows that you are human. It shows that you are willing to take chances and risks, and you don't want to be in the background. You want to be out there for everybody so that you can give value to them each and every day. So thank you guys for coming and rocking with me. Have a fantastic start to your week. It's Monday. Get out there. I got a whole lot of reading to do. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great day. Be good to each other. Ta-ta. Excuse me. Thanks for coming. See, I'm being vulnerable. I screwed up when I was saying bye. I choked on my own words. I'm okay with that.